I stand before the forsaken Ravenscroft mansion, its once grand facade now cloaked in decay and shadow. Abandoned for countless years, none dare approach, for within its crumbling walls dwell two deadly demons. Their presence is a curse to anyone who foolishly enters. The demons were once husband and wife, monsters in human guise, who butchered a stolen child upon a blood-soaked altar, offering the innocent life in a grotesque act of satanic worship. After they were hanged for their monstrous crime, Satan, delighted by the offering made in his name, bestowed upon them the gift of damnation. He raised them as demons, granted them unholy powers over mankind, and loosed them upon the earth to sow chaos and despair. They chose the very place where it all began as the seat of their wickedness, unleashing their evil upon the townspeople, and from there, upon the world. People got sick for no reason. Crops died. Pets went missing. People got sick. Strange, fatal accidents happened for no reason. Not even the local sheriff dares respond to a cry for help from that unholy place. He posted signs, warning all to keep out. But fools still wander in, never to return. And on the rare occasion one does, they emerge changed, hollow-eyed and broken, as if something inside them never came back. They return in a comatose state, their eyes milky white, silent and unseeing, lying motionless as if trapped in some unfathomable nightmare. The desperate townsfolk prayed fervently to God, begging for deliverance from the demons that plagued their lives. After decades of torment, I have at last been given the solemn task to banish these fiends back to the hell from which they came. My name is Max. I am the hand of God, and my mission today is demon hunting. I stepped through the front door into a grand, dust-choked foyer. Shadows clung to the walls like old memories. With any luck, they'll mistake me for a weary old man, lost and lured in by the cold of the night. If they do, it'll give me just enough time to prepare the trap. I headed up the stairs to search for a few rooms where I could prepare for their arrival. So far, so good. No sign of movement. But when they do come, they will be lethal. I found a room that looked like a child's nursery, an ideal place to prepare my escape route. I went over to the far wall and began drawing a chalk outline of a doorway. When completed, I touched the edge of the drawn door and whispered my incantations, and it began to glow. Then a swoosh of energy came out of it, and after a few seconds it settled down. My escape portal is ready, visible only to me. Let's hope I won't be needing it in a hurry. I found a larger, more spacious bedroom and placed a small camping light on the nightstand. Its dim glow barely held back the shadows. I only hoped I had enough time before they chose to reveal themselves. From my coat, I pulled a large mat etched with a pentacle and protective symbols, and carefully laid it out across the floor. I sprinkled salt around the edges to seal the circle, each grain a barrier against the darkness that was soon to come. The circle is complete. Its power hums softly beneath my feet. I made it just in time. Within its bounds, I am safe, and ready for whatever comes through that door. It didn't take long before the air grew cold, and the two most hideous beings I had ever seen drifted into the room. I faked my shock and fear, masking the calm beneath my trembling hands.
Look, John, this pitiful fool actually believes a pentacle will protect him from us.
Oh my God. Oh, shit. You can't be real, I stammered, eyes wide, voice shaking, just enough to sell the fear. What are you two? Oh my God, you are the demons. Please, don't hurt me. I only came to see if the stories in town were true. I'm just an amateur ghost hunter. Please, just let me go.
Never. Let's have some fun, dear.
The room turned darker, and a black, swirling wind swept around the room, blowing the salt away from the pentacle. Oh no, what have you done? I cringed as they crept closer, but the mask of fear stayed on my face. I dropped to the mat, sobbing just loud enough to sell it, arms over my head, waiting for the horror I knew was coming. But it was something they would never suspect. They closed in, circling me like vultures. But before they could strike, I pressed my hand to the pentacle on the mat and shouted, "Damn you! Back to hell!" I sprang to my feet and stepped aside as the center of the pentacle began to spin, opening into a swirling red vortex that deepened endlessly, descending straight into the bowels of the earth, straight down into hell itself. The demons hung frozen, their faces twisted in priceless expressions of shock and disbelief.
Who are you?
Were their last words, swallowed by the vortex as they were dragged down, vanished forever from the earth. Once they were gone, the vortex faded, and the mat on the floor settled back into place. Only now it glowed faintly, with a golden light. You see, this is no ordinary pentacle mat. I conjured it centuries ago, crafted solely for one purpose: to banish demons back to hell. Its power is absolute, so complete that not even Satan himself can ever summon them again. I gathered my mat and camplight, made my way back to the nursery, and stepped through the portal that carried me home. Mission complete. The comatose victims all awoke, their eyes clear, but with no memory of what had happened to them. Those who had vanished years ago found themselves back within the old mansion, confused and dazed, with no memory of where they'd been or what had happened to them. The strangest part? They all reappeared in their respective times, unaware that anything more than minutes had passed.
If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe. It supports the channel and helps ensure more terrifying tales to come.